Alright, let's do a slightly more complicated example of this, retirement planning. Suppose I plan on retiring in 20 years, living 30 years past that. I want to have enough money that I can withdraw $30,000 every year after I retire. The investment rate's 8%. I have $20,000 in the bank. How much do I have to save between now and when I retire so that I can withdraw $30,000 every year after retirement? The first step in all of these is going to be make a timeline. Here's a timeline in this case. There's today. I'm going to do the year before I retire, the year I retire, the year that I want to start making withdrawals. Put an extra one in there to be sure, and then the last period. So let's see. There's today. I am giving up the use of $25,000 today in my retirement savings. At the end of this year, I'm going to have to make a payment into my retirement account, so I'll give up its use. That'll be minus. And then let's see, how long am I going to be working? I'm going to be working 20 years. So I'm going to keep making these payments. Then the year after I retire, I'm going to want to start making withdrawals. Let's see, my withdrawals are going to be $30,000. So that's income to me because I take it out of my retirement account. It comes to me and I get to spend it. So I'll make those positives. And I want to live 30 years after I retire, so I want to have 30 of those payments. So that's overall 50 years from now. Okay, let's see how the annuity formulas might work in this. Well, the annuity formula for my retirement payments can bring the value back to date 20. Actually, I'm going to shorten that up a little bit. It's the payment size divided by interest brought back to today. And let's see, there are 30 of those payments, right? So I can get that pretty easy. And if I wanted to, I could line up the future value of these payments with that pretty easily. What is the future value? It's the retirement savings that I have to make, carried forward for 20 years. In addition, I have $25,000 today that I'll just take forward as a simple payment for 20 years. That is also the value at date 20. So I need these two things to be equal to each other. So let's see, how am I going to do that? Well, this is a simple calculator function here. The payment, 30,000. Interest rate, 8. Number of periods, 30. I'm going to run out of money when I die. And then I'll compute present value. Now notice when you're computing present value, you're always going left. I can do that on my calculator fairly easily. $30,000 payments. Nothing when I get done. 30 years. 8% interest, present value. So this says that I need to have $337,733. When I retire. Now this simplifies the problem quite a bit. Let me draw another timeline to show you what I mean. Now if I think about this, whoops, sorry, I guess I have to go the other way. There we go. Now if I think about this, I start with $25,000 today. I need to have $337,733.50 in 20 years. And I'm going to make a series of savings payments to cover that. Now the first thing I'm going to do is ask myself how much this $25,000 offsets. Remember, this is negative. So let's do that. Actually, for a second I'm going to store this number. Store 1. So 25,000 8%, 20 years. That's going to grow to 116. 116, 520, 393. So the net amount my payments have to save, let's see if I can get this. Is $221,209.57. So my payments carried forward for 20 years have to grow to $221,000. Fair enough? But this again is perfect for your calculator. Present value, I've already accounted for the present value, so I don't want to account for it twice. N 20, interest 8%, and I need a future value here. I want to have 221, 209, 57. I'm going to compute what? I'm going to compute the payment. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. This number is my future value now. 0 present value, 20 years, 8% interest, payment. 4,000, sorry, 833.92. Negative, that's the amount I have to save every year between now and retirement.